o'clock for the market measure. We do zero DT options. So trading zero DT options carries the greatest risk return of any option expiration cycle. But with some big moves happening in the last hour of trading, what if we waited until the last few hours of the day to place our zero DT trades? Didn't somebody ask this question or say, didn't somebody call in and say...
Well, we didn't have any call-ins today, so I would say no to your answer.
No, I said, didn't somebody call in yesterday and ask a question about trading in the last hour? We haven't looked at like placing trades in the last hour. So what happens if we wait until the last few hours of the day to place a zero DT trade? Let's take a look. So we went through and we looked at SPY. We compared the exposure of the zero DT straddle and strangle $1 wide from at the money on each side, because when you're in the SPY, $1 wide is the equivalent of $10 wide in the SPX. We're talking about just the last hour, and placed at the following points in a day: at the opening, 3 hours to expiration, and 1 hour to expiration. We recorded the immediate effect of the $1 and $2 moves on SPY on the option positions as a percent of premium.
And that is the typical move for a day with today's implied volatility. You're only looking at a dollar and a half, $1 expected move in a 1 day in SPY.
Let's take a look at the next slide. This study was done with option prices recorded with an average implied volatility of 15 in the SPY in order to reflect the current implied volatility. So we went back and we just took all the times when we could find an implied volatility around what we have now. Let's go to the next slide. So when implied volatility is below average, like it is now,
like bat,
you see the following prices throughout the day. 40% of the straddle premium remains by 2 p.m. and 16% of the strangle premium remains. Okay, so we're throwing out some numbers here because people, you'd be surprised. We get a crazy number of questions just about this stuff. So at 8:30 in the morning, the straddle's $1.79. This is in the SPY, in zero DT, $1.79, and the $1 wide strangle is $1. At 12, it's 108 and 38, and at 2, it's 75 cents and 16 cents, because it's hard to move $10 in the last hour.
Sure.
Or in $10 in the futures, or $1 in the SPYs. Let's go next slide.
So those numbers surprise you at all?
No, they're cheap. They're cheap because implied volatility is 15 for the purpose of this study. Mm-hmm. It normally, if implied volatility is, let's say, 22 or 23, those numbers are about double.
Right.
It's cheap. Mm-hmm. Let's go.
And that's why the butterflies have been working so well.
So if the SPY moves $1 at the open, you'll see a roughly 10% change in the price of the SPY and in the straddle and the strangle. At 2 p.m., a $1 move causes a 53% change in the straddle and a 1.5% change in the strangle. So basically what they're saying here is, and this is only on zero DTEs. And again, we're talking about SPY for a second, but people want to know, how do you get the most bang for your buck? This is the opposite of like selling premium. This is how do you get the most bang for your buck? And so if you buy stuff on the opening, get a $1 move, you make 9 and 12%. At 12 o'clock, it's 39 and 84%. And at 2 p.m., it's 53 and 156. If you can time those last hour moves, which nobody can. Mm-hmm. But if you can, that's how much bang you get for your buck. So a $1 move in the morning, if you're long premium, is worth 12%. A $1 move in the afternoon, late, it's worth 156%.
In the right direction.
Yeah, in the right direction. Mm-hmm. Let's go to the next slide.
So is that compelling for you for trading late in the day?
No, it's more compelling. It's absolutely more compelling for selling premium, because in the morning you're only going to lose 12% if you're wrong. And if you're off by $10, it only costs you 12%. But in the afternoon, it costs you 156%.
So you talk about risk reward.
There's no way.
Risk, everything.
Yeah, there's no way you're selling anything after 12 o'clock. If you're a buyer, you're buying everything after 12 o'clock. Mm-hmm. If you're a seller, there's no way you're selling anything after 12 o'clock. Mm-hmm. A $2 move in the SPY gets even more exponential by 2 p.m. But it causes a 40 to 60% change in options at the opening, but up to 6 times changes in the last hour. So just look at this. If you had a $2 move, this is why we say You shouldn't sell premium in the last hour or two because the risk reward is just not there. You can only make X, but you can lose 600 times if there's a $2 move, which is a $20 move, which happens a couple times a year. In a straddle, it's 172%, and in a strangle, it's 569%. Crazy. This is why we don't do anything after 12 o'clock. This is why we do everything early in the day or with one day to go. Because a $2 move, which is a huge move, a $20 move, only moves the straddle by 38% and the strangle by 59%, which is manageable. But 600% or 250% is really tough. Let's go to the next slide. So despite low realized volatility for the last couple of months, all except one day saw high to low ranges above $2. The results of this study will be reserved most of the time. So even though we're in low volatility, we're moving around. We have about a $2 move. Now, it doesn't mean it happens in the last hour, but you are getting a $2 move, so it's not ridiculous. We talk about the reason we do a $30 wide strangle is most days we have a $30 move. And today we didn't so far. Today's been really narrow. In the Russell, we've had a 1% move. In the NASDAQ, we've had a 1% move, but in the S&P is not. And this is an S&P study. Let's go next slide. So some of the takeaways. As the zero DT options march closer to the 3 p.m. expiration, the exposure amplifies exponentially. At the open, a $1 or $2 move in the SPY can cause a 10 to 40% change in zero DT options. At 2 p.m., you can see those options fluctuate between 50% and 560% as a percentage of their premium for the same dollar move in the underlying.
So if you were making a takeaway from this for both premium sellers, it's going to be much more difficult on a risk-reward basis to sell premium late in the day, correct?
If I'm making an assessment of this study
on
for
a risk
premium
reward,
sellers,
I'm not saying being profitable. I'm saying on risk reward, know that you can have a lot more risk.
you cover by noon, just like our previous study said.
Cover by noon, or if you're going to do any of this, you're going to reduce your size, right? If you're looking to sell, because the risk reward is going to be so much greater.
Everybody's already pretty small in this stuff, so you cover by noon.
Okay. And if you're looking to get directional, do you think in the afternoon it's the best shot to be?
If you've got a really strong hunch about the market going higher on the close or going lower on the close, and you want to take a shot, you're best off doing it the last hour. But if you trade the way we trade all the time, you're better off doing it with 1 DT or 0 DT, but for the first couple of hours only.
Let's take a quick 90-second break and come back. We got more Tasty Live coming up after this, but we're going to go to Tasty Trade, the brokerage firm, with Mr. Scott Sheridan next.